Welcome back to the Hockey Show, and today we're here for an interesting special video because we, if you can't tell, are outside for this one, and that is because I've always wanted to make one, and I thought, what is a perfect topic for an outdoor video? And I thought, you know what? How about the outdoor games themselves? And since they haven't happened yet, I thought, let's get to the news that I never talked about. It's not new, it's not fresh, it's way old and rotten at this point, and everyone knows it, but I'm going to talk about it because I wanted to, and what's a better time than the present? So we are talking about the Winter Classic jerseys that have been revealed, and the consensus about them is we don't like them, right? They're not the best, they're not what we really could have wished for, and they're not anything that special, especially as this is the tip of the hat goodbye to the Winter Classic for Adidas, and they really seem to have not tried at all for these jerseys. So let's just talk about them and start out with the Seattle Kraken. So the Kraken's jersey, for the most part, I think is the right idea, right? I mean, they went to the Metropolitans sort of look for the retro reverse jerseys, or the reverse retro, whatever. And those were okay. I think no one was, like, in love with them, but they were pretty welcomed into the culture of hockey, and they're like, this is fine. And we kind of figured this is what we would probably get, you know, as a jersey going back to those. I mean, it's the Winter Classic, it's a heritage thing. So they do that, but they just don't do it in the best way possible. So with the jersey here, we have the Metropolitan striping of the thirds, but the biggest issue is the logo in the middle of the freaking chest. I mean, it's just a big red S. The Kraken logo is just, it's completely out of place. And I think the biggest issue that they could have fixed with this is if the outline wasn't white around the S. If that was instead the dark blue that really made the S like deepen into the jersey and sink in, I think that would have stuck with it. But instead, it's like they put a Red Wings logo in it, where it's just red and white. It has nothing to do with the rest of the jersey. The same things go for the numbers and the back numbers, is that they're all red and that white, and none of the rest of the jersey is any of that. And it just sticks out like a sore thumb so bad. And that is really the biggest issue. I think if it was instead the white around the S was made a deep, made that deep blue, would have been fine. Or if they just changed the S in general to like maybe the lighter blue or something like that. I get they want the red in there, but there's so many ways they could have gone about it, and they went with the worst way possible. So the Kraken jersey, for me, out of 10, probably gets like, I mean, I'm out of 10. I'm going to give it like a C, because it is passing. It's like, okay, this is fine enough. I get what you're trying to do, but there's nothing stellar about it. It was definitely predictable what they were going to do. And at the end of the day, it's not that special. So for me, the Kraken jersey gets a C, nothing special, but it is definitely the better of the two of them, as the Vegas jersey is a disgrace. It is just the worst. Everything about this jersey is wrong. And okay, first off, the V, right? The V on the jersey is the best part. I like the idea. I like what they're going for is like that medieval knight look. And I think that is the smart thing to do. It's like heritage. What's heritage about them? Nothing. But what are they? Knights. Go to heritage. What's the heritage of knights? Medieval stuff. Great, you know, look to Excalibur in Vegas, you know, to take inspiration from. And they do that with the V, but nothing else a part of this jersey. I mean, I guess the numbers are somewhat similar. They got a little bit of an accent on them, but those are even worse, as they're just plain. They did the same thing with the new Flyers jerseys, where it's just a solid number and there's no outline or anything about it. I think the numbers would have looked fantastic if they still had the gold, like, striping well, not striping, but that, like, gold outline within the V on the logo would have been nice, but they don't do that. They're just blank numbers. The jersey colors are horrific. I mean, if you got these for your Pee-wee team, right? If you signed up, or your child signed up to a team, and this is the jersey you'd get, you'd be like, oh, this is interesting, but then after a little bit, you go like, it's kind of just looks, it's just the different colors of corn. And it's not good. it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just the worst concept they could have had. For Vegas being Vegas, you know, like the showiest town in the world, they have a boring, dumb jersey that is no inspiration except for just it. They take the Tampa Bay Lightning or the Red Wings jersey and then just put a yoke on top. And other than that, it's nothing. The heritage white and the gold, which isn't even gold, it's that beige color because it's not shiny. Just, they look okay, but they're not good. Everything about it is nothing. And going against each other, I don't think these two jerseys look well going against each other. They could have easily done, like, you know how the Red Wings and the Maple Leafs did, the blue versus the red. They could have done that. They could have gone really basic that they did sort of with these two jerseys, and then they ruined that. They could have just gone with really basic, just like yellow versus blue, and made that the competition, but they don't do that either. It's just nothing is right about these two jerseys, and I think on the ice, they're not going to look that amazing against each other. And they're just kind of just a fail. This is just literally just disappointing. It's not a fail, it's just disappointing. Both of them, I think Seattle gets like a C+, and I think Vegas gets like a D, just a solid D. Like, neither of them are what we should have had. So, boring, blank, no one cares jerseys that no one will remember. When we do like the in 5 years from now, when people do like the tier list of the outdoors jerseys, they will probably remember this as being one that no one remembers or cares about. They go like, oh yeah, that was Vegas's jersey, and they'll just move on and put it in C and go on with their life. So yeah, that's really it. So that is it for our first ever outdoor special. So thank you for watching this, made it this far. Please, I'm begging you, pick up your free subscription. And until next time, too sweet, have an amazing day, and ta-ta for now.